Okay, come join me to the Cat Island. So we are going to explore one of the cat islands of Japan. Now, this one is in Ehime, not too far from where I live in Japan. So we went to go and explore. As you can see, there's many cats here. This island's pretty much abandoned now. There's only a handful of people that live on this island. Like, there's more cats than people that live on this island. So here are all the cats. We went to go feed them and just kind of give them a bit of love. But as you can see here, the town is very abandoned. Like, you can see many of these houses are just empty and abandoned. But this post box was very cute. I liked it very much. So the main industry on this island is this cat tour they do every day. So you can just take a ferry onto this island, feed the cats, and then have a quick wander around the island and you can go back. They do the ferry about every sort of 2 hours, so you can kind of spend the whole day on the island if you want. But most people will just come and feed the cats and then go. But some of these cats are not in a good condition at all. They have seen things. And so this cat in the middle right here, this one's been attacked pretty bad. Like, its whole nose is ripped off. Luckily, the footage I've got here doesn't show it. But they're not living a very healthy lifestyle here. They are probably being attacked by other animals on this island. The other cats are probably fighting each other for food as well. Some of these cats are very matted. They've got gunk in their eyes. You know, they're not living the best health standard for a cat. They are just surviving on this island. So I'm glad people do come to feed them, because the people who do the boat tours, they do ask for cat food and donations for the cats to just try and give them a better life on this island. But luckily, this island will disappear as a cat island in the next couple of years because all the current cats have been neutered. So once all these cats pass away, then this island will come officially abandoned. And it is sad to see, because this is the signs of that depopulation in Japan. And these small islands and parts of the countryside, these are always the first parts to go. It's also wild that this island was thriving. You know, people were living on here, people were having a good time on this island. Even more crazy, which I will show later, but this island actually had an elementary school on it. So, you know, kids were being born here and growing up on this island. And probably back in the day, especially currently being in ALT, some ALT probably came onto this island, or hell, if the population was big enough, an ALT might have been living on this island. So it's just really sad and eerie to see that depopulation in person for Japan. You know, it's really sad because, you know, this place was once a place of life, and you can see it's just on the verge of death. But there is a few things around on this island you can do. You can definitely do a lot of abandoned exploring and go look at some of the abandoned buildings. There's also a small shrine on the island you can go explore as well. We had our time feeding all the cats. We went to a little bit exploring. As you can see, this building here is very abandoned. You know, it's starting to fall apart. So it's pretty interesting to see that kind of depopulation of Japan on this island. As the countryside, these really remote islands are the first sign of that depopulation of Japan. Thought this bit was really cool. I found this spider that was just chilling, and the spider is huge. Look how big it is. Definitely nature claiming back the land again. But what's really interesting with this part, we were exploring, we're going a bit higher on the island, but this island used to have an elementary school. So back in the day, there was kids going to school on this island. So it's just wild to see how much that population declined over the years. So what's really cool with this island, if you have the chance to spend the whole day and explore, with these stones, there are actually 88 of these stones on this island to represent the Shikoku Henro, where there are 88 temples on Shikoku. So, and if you complete all 88, it is said you are meant to become spiritually enlightened. So very cool that they have one stone that has a symbol of each temple from the Shikoku Henro. So that's very cool to see. And you can also see there was a small shrine as well. So, you know, this town had everything of a once thriving little island in Japan. I'm also hoping I showed more of a realistic viewpoint of these cat islands or animal islands on Japan, as I have such mixed feelings of these islands. Like, it really does come down to the care and quality of these animals. But I do think the locals and the people who do the boat tours, they do check on these cats as much as possible. I did have a clip of a guy picking up one cat in the background, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the guys who does the boat tour, just checking how the cats are doing. But man, these are really tough, and like I really get angry if I see stuff on social media when like they're really glamorizing these places, because it's not something that should be glamorized. But I also don't want it to stop because the cats need to be fed. So I do think they've done the right thing of neutering all these cats. So when the cats do go, then that's it, it's ended. But man, I have such mixed feelings on these whole islands, because if the cats or the animals aren't having the best lifestyle or just not being cared properly, it's really tough to see this kind of stuff. I really hate when people kind of romanticize and glamorize this kind of novelty of like, oh, look, an animal island or a cat island. If you come to Japan, you must go. And I do think if you ever do get the opportunity in Japan, do go, but definitely pick the right ones. You know, do your research, check if they're ones that the animals are living a good lifestyle. So, someone I know actually went to this island before, and they just really glamorized this island. And when I actually came, and I was just like, this is not an island people should be glamorizing. It should be showing like the truth of the current situation of what's going on in Japan with that depopulation. And you know, these cats aren't, they're just surviving at this stage. You know, people are coming just to feed them, just to give them enough food, and that's it. It's not a kind of all cute kawaii culture of look at these fun animals that's living on an island. Like, no, these cats are surviving. That's it. So if you enjoyed today's video, please leave it a like, share your thoughts, share your comments. Especially, I'd love to hear your guys' points of views on what you think of these animal islands in Japan, or just any country in general. Just let me know what your thoughts. Same thing with the depopulation of Japan, and how the countryside's becoming less and less in Japan, and probably also in other countries as well. Just, you know, share your thoughts down below. This kind of topic here, especially, I find it very interesting. So I love to have a little conversation of what your points of view of this situation is. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.